Hello, and welcome to Module 4. My name is Kated Seybold, and I work for the Minnesota Department of Agriculture on farm to school and local and regional market development. In this module, we're going to talk briefly about how to connect with schools and different ways that you can sell your products to them. So there are different ways to get your products into schools, and these different market channels offer diverse benefits and drawbacks depending on what you're looking for as a producer. So in this module, we'll talk about some of the key considerations for identifying which of these channels make the most sense for you and your farm. Overall, it's really about identifying what market channel or market channels allow you to find the balance between what the buyer, in this case the school, needs and what you, the producer, can reasonably produce and at what price. So there are really two main ways to think about how to sell to schools. And so the first is that you can sell your products directly to a school where you are managing that relationship, delivering your product directly to the school, or you can sell through an intermediate channel, which could include a food hub, distributor, or another retail outlet. So let's first talk about intermediate markets, starting with distributors. There are many examples of regional distributors in Minnesota, such as Upper Lakes Foods, Bix, Sysco, US Foods, and Russ Davis. And regional distributor channels can be a good match for producers who feel comfortable with wholesale practices and standards and have a consistent supply of products available. Distributors sell to many customers and they offer many items. And so for schools, working with distributors can be really convenient because they can supply many or all of their kitchen needs at one time. So maybe produce, but also protein and dairy. Many distributors rely on established suppliers though. So as a producer, it can take both time and scale to get in. Also, for producers who are more experienced selling direct to consumer, switching to working with a distributor can be an adjustment in terms of the scale that they're looking for, the grading and standards, and also the pricing. But it can come with benefits too. Distributors offer a really streamlined and efficient process for working with schools. There's one delivery point, easy billing, and they handle all the coordination with the school. You may also be able to expand and start supplying to other customers that that distributor works with. So if you're considering working with a distributor down the line, a few things to keep in mind would be that you need to have a really good understanding of wholesale standards. You should have a food safety plan and be prepared that many distributors may require a GAP food safety certification. And you need to have consistent product quality and volume. Another intermediary market option is to sell through a local food hub that aggregates products from multiple producers and distributes them to various customers, including often schools. These businesses are often local or regional in scale, and they have experience and systems in place generally to work with smaller scale producers. They aim to be financially viable while also having positive economic, social, and environmental impacts within their communities. So some examples of food hubs in Minnesota include the Goodacre and Falcon Heights, Sprout, Minnesota, and Little Falls, and the Farmers Market food hubs, which are scattered across the state. Food hubs are really local procurement advocates and champions. So when it comes to farm to school, they can coordinate the aggregation, distribution, and relationship management with the schools so that producers can focus on growing the food. And they can also provide you as a producer with resources to meet any certification or insurance requirements that the school market may require. Alternatively, farms can work directly with schools. And going this route offers producers the opportunity to build relationships with the school and get to know the end consumer. Some farms really enjoy getting to visit school cafeterias and classrooms and being engaged and connected with the school community. Selling directly to schools is also a great way to grow and build recognition of your farm's brand. But it's important to know that selling directly to schools does require more time to market your products, build and manage those relationships, and make the sales happen, from planning the orders to making the delivery to the schools. So for all these reasons, good communication is really key when working with schools. You might find that schools can be a potential market for specific sizes or varieties of products that you currently struggle to sell. So for example, really small apples or extra large squash may not sell well at a farmer's market or in a retail store, but they can be really great for schools. Schools also do have standards for product sizes and quality, packing and delivery that can vary by school and may be different from what you're used to working with right now. So it's important as you approach any new school to learn their standards and follow these as you work with them. And just like a distributor or food hub, schools may also have food safety requirements. In general, remember that working with farmers may be as new to a school as working with schools is to you. So if you decide to pursue direct sales with schools, keep in mind that building connections and relationships takes time. A couple strategies that I would recommend if you're planning to reach out to schools directly is to start by contacting the school food service director or buyer through an email or a phone call. And follow up as needed. They're really busy and it may take time to connect. So just be polite but persistent. Find a time to meet or talk and be prepared for that conversation to share about your expertise as a grower, your passion and your story. What makes you as a farmer stand out? Ask the school what they currently buy for local foods and what's their process. Do they have experience working directly with farms, or do they typically buy through an intermediary market? And then let them know what you can offer. Talk about the products you grow, your capacity and availability, what you offer for delivery, and other details that might be helpful for them as they think about what they may be able to buy from you. And hopefully from these conversations, you can start to build that connection.